Hello, hello, my fellow crazy crafters. Excuse me, trying to focus. This is Sunny with Creative Therapy. And welcome, my crazy crafting buddies. And if you're not a crazy crafter, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're not going to be so interested in my videos, or we're going to convert you to the lunacy. So come on over to the crazy side. Alright, so here's my psychosis for the day. I need a bunch of quick and easy projects that I can make up. Let's say if I need 5 or 6 of something. Let's say I want to do a little something for people at work. Or for a new group of people I've just met and I've kind of taken to. And I want to do little something. So I want it quick. I want it easy. I want it inexpensive. But I don't want it flimsy. I want it to be nice and sturdy and nice quality. So I've decided to try and do my version of a flip book. I've seen lots of flip books. I've seen some that are really cute. I've seen some that look terribly flimsy and cheesy to me. I've just seen a little bit of everything. You know how YouTube is. You can find everything out here, even crazy crafters. But anyway, what I've decided to do, and I'm trying to keep it simple, y'all. You know how I do. Like, I get started with something, and I get this idea, and I get that idea, and it just keeps going bigger and bigger, and then I get tired of it, and I don't even want to finish it half the time. It's just too much. So I'm trying to keep this simple. Trying. And what I'm making is a portrait / landscape flip book, but since it goes both ways, I'm going to call it a flip flop. And I hope it's not more of the latter. We don't want a big old flop. But anyway, this is going to be my flip flop book. One side is going to be this, I don't know, it's tan color. Look at that. I didn't even cut off the thing. It's going to be hidden, so it doesn't matter. You know, sometimes if you buy the loose papers in the craft shops, they have this little whoosh on the bottom so they can scan it. So, shoot, why waste paper? That can be inside of something. All right, and here's my inspiration. I have this paper, Metropolitan Girl by Carta. This was actually one of the little monthly, like, craftology box things from Country Craft Creations. And I had signed up for a quarter, you know, 3 months, that kind of quarter. And so I have 3 different collections, and this is the one that I liked out of the 3. One was very soft and pretty and pink, and the other one was very winter. And they have their place, and neither one of those had motivated me yet to do something. I think the soft pretty one will be for those people that I just want to give them something, but I don't really get them. But, you know, a lot of people like that. So you need that when you're giving gifts. You need to suit the receiver's taste, not the creator's taste. That's the gift, the true art of gift giving is what I meant to say. Anyway, this one, I'm going to do something that I like because somebody that I have in mind I think is going to like it. So anyway, this is that Metropolitan Girl. It is really cute paper. It's a little pink, but it's not too girly. You know, it's feminine without being lacy and foo-foo-y. It is a little pink, but it's kind of retro cool soft. It's not grandma. Well, okay, so that's not my favorite. The sayings are really cool, though. They quote Coco Chanel. They quote Audrey Hepburn in one of them, I do believe. Yes, life is a party, dress like it. That's an Audrey Hepburn. See, some nice retro 60s looking vibe to it, so I'm kind of digging that, even if the colors are a little soft. It's just very retro. These colors were so 60s, and I like them. Oh my goodness, I just noticed she has a Yorkie in her basket. Did y'all see that? Because I have a Yorkie, so you know I keyed in on that. Anyway, this is what I'm going to use. And there's some cool heels in there. Yeah, this one's cute. This one's cute. I love the stripes. So what I'm going to do is one side of my flip-flop is going to be this here color because I think it ties really well. You know I love black, and I started to go with black, but I always do black, so I'm trying to do something different. So one side is going to be this color of cardstock, and the other is going to be the red. So on one side, I think I'm going to go a little more bold and maybe do some red, black, and white that I love. And on the other side, I'm going to pull more of the blue and the softer notes for contrast. And I don't know if the images will necessarily work, so I may end up mixing it all together at the end. How cute is she? She's very cute. I hope I'm in frame. I have no idea. But anyway, camera's way up there. I can't see it. So here's what I have so far. This is going to be the landscape view. All right, so we'll call this the flip side. Then we're going to have the flop side. So far, what I've cut, I'm looking around here trying to find where I wrote it down. Sorry. All right, so we have a 4.5 by 12. Actually, we have two 4.5 by 12s. This one is scored at, okay, this one actually has some extra score marks because I was practicing. I didn't know yet what I was doing. But the ones that we're going to go with are 4 3/4 and 5 inches, and then 11.5 inches. And then on the other one, we've scored it 4 3/4, 11.25, and 11.5. So I've already, you know, folded and burnished them and folded and burnished. So we're going to take this little 1/2 inch bit and this little 1/2 inch bit. So we've got a 1/2 inch bit here, and then we got a 1/4, and that's our, I just lost the word as soon as I went to use it. Yeah, it's the depth of the book, and gusset, there's my word. Woo, I'm okay, me too. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a bit of glue on this 1/2 inch bit that's folded over, and I'm going to attach that to this other 1/2 inch bit that's by my gusset. Both of these are right by gussets. So let's butt them up next to each other. I said butt. Alright, I'm being a dork. And let's just squish that. Technical term. I'm the only one that puts the R in squish and does a squish. Alright, we're going to squish it because I'm a dork. Alright, there's actually going to be a pocket there. Oh, let's just go ahead and get the pocket. What the heck? I said heck instead of hell. Boy, I'm trying to behave today, aren't I? That's a first. Alright, so this piece is 4 by 9.5. We scored it at 4.5 and we scored it at 9. So it has a little 1/2 inch here too. So fold your 1/2 inch over. If I'm going too quick, just pause the damn thing, do what you want to. Come back when you're ready. Alright. So fold that and glue that. And we've made a pseudo pocket kind of thingamabob. I am so damn technical today, y'all. Whew. Goodness. Alright, now take our flippy-doo that we just put together. Look at the glue squishing out, excuse me. I said it wrong. I said it normal. Grab your scissors and let's just give it a little bit of an angle there. Alright, and I probably should have used tape. It's really humid today, so glue may not. It's springtime in Wisconsin, y'all. It's going to be humid. It's the rules. And where I have that little line in there, just to make sure it doesn't show, I'm going to put it right there on that flappy-doo. And I'm going to check. Look, I'm almost in frame here. And for this, maybe I should grab some tape. And because I don't want to glue my pocket together. It's a bad deal when you glue your pocket together. Excuse me a minute while I get my tape here. Oh, you hear all that rattling going on. There's what I'm looking for. Woo! Goodness. Long road to get to some tape, wasn't it? Alright, put your tape on there, about in the center. And I'm hurrying, and I'll probably mess something up. But that's a good opportunity to learn how to fix it, isn't it? Alright, burnish, burnish, burnish. Make your tape stick. Alright. And I'm backwards. I kind of put the thing on first and then reach in and grab my tape. And I like to attach these laying down. I don't like to attach them standing up because then you can get it too far onto your score line. So I lay it right how I want it to lay. Now see, look, it's crooked. So make it straight. Make it straight. Then reach in, grab your tape backing and rip it off. Like a band-aid. Rip it off. Okay. Flip it over. Do the same on the back side. And that's why you want to burnish that tape down really good first, because then the back comes off easier. Alright, so there. Look how quick that is. That's a pocket. Alright, let me flip it all back around. So we have the front. This is going to be the front cover. This is going to be an inside page. Let me make sure that that's straight, burnished down nice and straight. Okay, so we're going to have this book like this. We're going to put a little closure piece on here, and I think probably magnetize it. See how simple, simple, simple? I'm doing my best to keep it simple. Then, the one other thing we need to do, of course, we're going to cut a tag to put in the pocket. We're going to decorate. We're going to do it upright. But before we get to that, we're going to take this other piece that's 4x6. And it's just plain old 4x6, scored it at 5.5. Put that under. Now, if you'll notice, it's not as wide as the other one. I wanted it that way, just as a little design thingy. I wanted a border around it. So, do we want tape or do we want, let's glue it. Alright, so glue your flap. Can you see? Okay. And you know me, I'm just going to eyeball it. Turn it under, and you're going to put it on that second score mark. You've got the first one, and then the second one is for the gusset. So put it just inside that second one. Try and get it straight and centered from top to bottom. Reach in there and glue that baby down. Now the pattern paper is going to go over this, and it's going to cover it, so don't be worried. I think we're going to put a little corner pocket right inside this front cover. Oh, is that crooked? It sure as hell is crooked. Did you see it? It must have moved. That's alright. We'll just sneak right in here and slightly change where it folds, and that'll kind of hide it for us. There's a fix. Fix it, because we don't want our page running downhill. Alright, so there we have the bones of it. Alright, so it's going to open this away. I'm going to have a big page right there for a full size, 4x6 photo landscape. We're going to open that. We're going to have a little bit shorter side. Open it again. We'll have another place for a full size 4x6 if we want it. We'll have a little spot over here. Then we've got our little pocket, which we can decorate front and back, and then put a little tag in. We've got this flippy-doo and our back page. So look at that. It's very, I think it's efficient use of space. That's what I'm going for. It's very simple. That's going to be the flip side. Now we're going to do the flop side. And it's going to be in red. So I'm going to stop the camera, figure it out, and come back. Alright. See you in a minute. Alright. We are moving on with the flop side, the red side, the portrait or vertical side, if you will. Okay, so once again, we have cut 2 pieces at 4.5 inches wide by 12 inches long. All right, I forgot to write down my score marks, so I'm going to have to measure them. On one of them, we're scoring at 4.5, 4 3/4, 11 1/4, and 11 1/2. Okay? Did you get that? Probably not. 4.5, 4 3/4, 11 1/4, 11 1/2. On the other one, we scored at 5 and 11 1/2. Okay? Easy peasy mac and cheesy. All right, I should probably write those down, but I'll do it later so you don't have to wait. Now, get these situated. I've already put my tape on because I was trying to save some time. On the one that has 4 score marks, that is going to be the back and the top flap. The one that only has 2 score marks, that is going to be the front cover, like the main part, not the closing flap part. Once again, where we have our 2 1/2-inch flappy doos, we are going to glue them together because we can do that. And I have glue on the opposite sides. Excuse me. I have tape on the opposite sides. Jeez. Because that's what I'm gonna do another little pocket. This one is slightly different than the horizontal or landscape. It's not a lot different, but it is a little bit different. Just configured slightly different because pockets and flaps and whatever, they just interact differently when they're up and down instead of side to side. So there you have it, boys and girls. All right, so that is together. Again, we are going to, they call this mitering, but you know, it's not a true miter in my opinion. But anyway, whatever, we're going to cut the damn thing at an angle. Who cares about what it's called? Okay, that goes there like so. Burnish, burnish, burnish our tape so that the back removes easily and efficiently for us. On this one, I cut the pocket more narrow because it's like at the bottom of a page instead of sideways. So anyway, I wanted it more narrow, and just so happens that when you cut 2 4.5-inch strips, you have a 3-inch piece left. Oh, imagine that. We're trying to be frugal. So this one is scored just like the other one. It's cut more narrow, but again, it's scored at 4.5 and 9. It's 3 by 9.5. We're just going to make a quick pocket, kind of pseudo pocket kind of deal. So just boom, 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 and then grab this. Put it right there where we want it. Like I said, you know I gotta lay it down to do it. Reach in there. Uh-oh. Mess it up. Make sure it's straight. Press it down. Second side much easier because it's already held in place for you. Boom, boom, boom. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Yay! It isn't one of my videos if I don't sing in there somewhere, is it? All right. So now, here's what we got going. We're going to open up. We're going to open down. We're going to have a little tag sticking out of there. Okay. We're going to open down again. And then, right here, we're going to open and open. So you need to cut 2 more pieces of paper. This one, the big one here, is 6.5 by 5. And actually I cut just a sliver shy of 6.5 because we want it to fit inside those 2 score lines. We don't want it to rub. Okay? you're going to score it at 4.5. Okay, along the 5-inch side, you're going to score it at 4.5. And we're going to put it right there. All right, I'm just going to scoot this down closer to me where I can see it a little bit better. And line it up with the edge and top to bottom. Straight would be nice. And of course, open it. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Now, for the right-hand side flap, I wanted it to hit with a 1/2-inch border all the way around, well, on 3 sides. Okay? So I cut this one 4.5 by 5.5, so 5.5 this way, 4.5 this way, score it 4 inches, tuck it under. I've already applied my tape because I was trying to be considerate so you didn't have to watch all kinds of silly crap. Alright, get that lined up where you want it. Alright, hold everything down. Well, that was good, and then I moved it. That was just brilliant, Sonny. Alright, it should be right on the edge and centered. So, buttons on your underwear. Alright. This is awkward trying to get it in the frame and make it go all the way to the edge. Make sure that's going to clear. Very nice, very nice. I'm loving it, y'all. Alright, and that's going to do it for the bones, for the basics of our vertical page. So here's what you've got. We've got our open and flippity flap. Yeah. And then we've got this, nice big page here. It opens for a tag. Opens again down here. Opens, opens. All right? Do you love it? Well, if you don't just love it, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with your silly ass. All right, now, I want this side to open this way. And just for the sense of balance, I'm going to have, see if I had this one going this way, you'd have the flaps here. I want them opposite of each other. So, it's going to open this way for our horizontal. All right, and then it's going to open this way for our vertical. Now, I toyed around with the idea of doing like pockets in between so you could have a tag that went this way and went, you know what, I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue them back to back for just really good stability. So let's try and do that now. I think, let's see, trying to figure out the easiest way to make sure they're lined up correctly. First of all, make sure they're each heading the direction you want them to head. Alright, I want this flap here. I want this flap here. So I want them together like so. Now, should I glue them? I think I want glue. Maybe I want glue and tape. No, I think I just want glue. I want to kind of make sure that my folds line up. Alright, I think this is one of those things where you put it down, you hold your breath, and you go. Just, if you're a religious person, this is the part where you pray. Oh, goodness. Maybe if you're not a religious person, this is still the part where you pray. Now, see, I took them apart to put the glue on, and do you think I know which direction they're heading? I do not. I am yakking, I am gluing, and I do not. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know. So we're going to have to reassess that whole situation. Alright, that one is going to open that way. This one, okay. And I reckon we just do it like that. I lined them up. I know they're flush at the bottom. I'm eyeballing them. And here's where you get that really expensive craft equipment out. This is what, you know, makes my projects good, is that I use that real expensive high-tech stuff. And let's open all of the bits here and just hold everything in place. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm probably off camera again. You know what? I'm going to close that so I can go all the way up to that edge. There we go. Flip it over and clip it there and clip it right there. Now we're going to give it a few minutes to dry. Oh my goodness. There. We're giving it a couple minutes to dry in real good, and then I will come back. Oh, you know what? I need to burnish. What am I thinking? I want to make sure it's all the way. Get the air bubbles out. Maybe I should have put those on later. Hold on. Goodness. Got so excited about my fancy equipment, I didn't finish doing my job. Goodness. What are y'all going to do with me? Alright. Pay cut. I'm getting deducted. Alright. There we go. I feel better now. It's burnished. There's a little ridge right there. And so I keep scooting it down here to get a flat surface, but then I'm probably pulling it right off camera. So, sorry. Put your sorries in a sack. Alright, now I'll go back to my fancy equipment. Because if you don't do the basic stuff like burnish at first, it's, you know, what good's it going to do you to get it clamped if you didn't get your air bubbles out, dumb old woman? Alright, now I'm going to go let it set. And we'll be back, and we'll go on to the next phase. Woohoo! It's going to be something, y'all. It's going to be something. Oh, and I've got it scooted up too far. I can't win. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I am going to start with a little bit of decorating. We let the glue dry between our two books here. So I decided I was going to start decorating the front cover of the landscape, the horizontal. Alright, and that cut edge was bugging me a little bit. Alright, so I decided to go with this sheet of paper. It's, I don't know what the name of it is. It's this one, border strips. Border strips, whatever. That's what it is. So, what I'm going to do, I wanted to use a strip of this, and you know, there just wasn't one that was exactly the right width I wanted. So what I decided to do was I cut it the way it is here, and then I cut off this red bit from this other sheet that has the shoes on it. This one's called Shoe Lover. I'm piecing things just a little bit here. Alright, so it's the width I wanted. So what I'm going to do, okay, so this was 5 inches, so this is 4 3/4. So I'm going to lay it side to side, and I'm going to match the border on the side at the top. So it comes out about the same. I'm going to cut this red one to the same width, and I'm going to put it right there at the bottom, okay? Then I've cut part of the same seam here, so it has the same borders, the pink and red and this, so that this is going to go underneath. And yes, it's a little too short, but don't sweat that yet, because we're putting a pocket here, and we're going to put this on the pocket. It's all going to match. It's all going to match. It's all going to match. But here's what I was doing. I was trying to do like a little street scene. All right, so we're going to have this here. We're going to have a red strip at the bottom here to match the one on the front. And this, which is one of the chipboard pieces right here, is going to be our closure. It's going to have a magnet on it, y'all, and it's going to be sitting on the street. How stinking cute is that? It's going to be in front of the shops. Look at that. And then it's going to sit about right here. Oh, pretend this is underneath. But I can't put this down until I get this on, because this is going to have a magnet that's got to line up here. So order matters. Y'all know the deal. Order matters. So this guy's going to be sitting, I don't know, maybe there. Maybe we'll scoot him off to the side a little more, like so. So I was torn as to which edging or ink I wanted to use. I decided to go with the antique linen. I was looking at the tea-dyed. It looks pretty good. There wasn't a whole lot of difference, in all honesty. I decided to go with the antique linen. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to show you before I do it. I'm going to start gluing things down. Make sure you don't ink here if you're doing like what I'm doing, because this is going to butt up next to that, and we don't want, you know, we're trying to make it look like one piece of paper, so we don't want to ink those edges. And then I'm going to cut a pocket and put this little bit wherever it went. There we go. We're going to put this little bit here. And so what I want to do is I want to cut this a 1/4 inch wider, because that's what all of our other, you know, everything else has been. So I want to keep it consistent with the border. So since this is 1 3/4 inches, I'm going to cut a piece that's 2 inches wide. I'm not going to do a regular pocket where I have the edges turned under, because I don't want the bulk. So I'm doing a flat pocket. I'm just going to glue the edges. So it's not going to have as much give, as much room, but we're just going to tuck one tiny little thing under there. So that'll be okay. So since this is 4.5, I'm going to cut this 4.5 by 2 for the pocket. So there's the 4.5. There's the 2. All right, so there's our little mini pocket. Like I said, you know, usually I cut it 1 inch wider and I fold under half. I don't want that bulk. Don't want that bulk going on, because this is just a little flip book. I'm going to put this up at the top just like everything else, and then put a little piece of the red at the bottom so that all of it matches. So I'm going to go cut all these, ink my edges, and attach them. I'm not going to attach this yet. Well, I just have to do this first and get my taxi on there so I can get the placement for the, what do I want to say, magnet. Woohoo! I think it'll be adorable. All right, I'm going to go do some stuff and come back and you'll see how it turned out. All right, just a quick tip. I just put the front cover on. I haven't finished. But what I did was I went through here and I measured everything and I wrote right on it what size I needed to cut my pattern paper for that area. All right, so these dimensions aren't the size of the cardstock, okay? It's actually the cardstock minus 1/4 inch in each direction. So I can just quickly pick out my papers and cut all of them, and then I can just boom, 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 put them all down. I spend a lot of time going back and forth, measuring, cut. No, I measured everything first. I'm going to choose my papers, cut them, and then go apply through the whole thing and wallpaper all of it. Then I'll do the same thing on the red side. Haven't decided what I want my covers That'll be the next dilemma. So right now, I'm just going to go cut papers, put this together. I did the little pocket already. Like I said, I can't put this down until I do my magnet. I think it'll be adorable. I really do. And I think, all right, so the taxi goes here, somewhere in that vicinity there. And then I think right here, I'm going to use the shopping. I think we'll put shopping across there. Yeah, maybe. And then maybe a little flower or something down there. I don't know yet, but whatever it is, it'll just be just stinking cute, because that's what we do. All right, I'll be back again in a minute. Hey! Well, here it is. Sorry, I should do this before I start. So this is the first side. It's just wallpapered. It's not decorated. I just thought I'd show you. Here, how about a little light? So that's the cover. I put the shopping. I put the street sign. I've got the taxi cab. All right, it lines up pretty good. It's all right. I'm happy. It opens. Got our magnet there. And then we've got a little pocket here. We're going to put something in. I don't know what. Like I said, it's a flat pocket. Not a lot of room in there. And then it just opens and we've wallpapered. I should zoom out just a little bit. So sorry. There we go. All right. And it's not quite as cute as I was hoping. Not my favorite wallpapers on this side, but it's okay. We're going to decorate it and we're going to make it adorable. All right, so have to make a tag for this pocket. All right, we can decorate, decorate, decorate. Not too much. You know, we do have a little bit of a low profile going on. Wait, does that go that way or does that go that way? Do I remember which way it goes? No, I think it goes this way. There we go. All right, so that's our start. Like I said, we'll come in and we'll get some stickers and we'll get some decorating going on. I just can't remember. I think that goes over top. All right. Now we get to work on the flop side. Flip, flop. All right, so I guess I'll start cutting wallpapers for this one. Making some decisions. And I'll catch up. I got to go write my measurements on everything. And then I'll just cut some papers. I don't know what I'm doing on this cover. I kind of liked the ballerina style dress. But I also kind of like her. Don't know yet. But, you know, I want something vertical since this is the portrait side. Maybe we'll go with that one. Or maybe we'll go with that. We don't know yet, do we? There's also this sticker sheet I could have a look at. Well, we'll figure it out and we'll get busy. But first, let's get all our wallpapers. Maybe I should do the cover and then the wallpapers. All right. Quit wasting time. Do something. Silly old woman. All right, y'all. I'm getting started on the vertical side now. And before I go any further with this, I wanted to show you what I'm going to do here on the ends. On the ends, I've cut a 1/2 inch piece. It's a 1/2 inch by 4.5. Hold on, let me zoom out. There, that's better. All right, and I'm going to add it to these ends for stability because, you know, they can kind of give a little bit. So I was thinking this would help, and I wanted to get that done before I placed my magnet here. Because, see, this one actually needs to go that way just a little bit and this way a little bit. So I wanted to kind of stabilize it a little bit before I did my magnet placement. I decided to go with this cutout of the dress and the Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. And then I want to put the strappy-doos underneath. Oh, how pretty, how pretty. And I think there's a pair of shoes. Not those shoes, they're too pink. These. I want the red and black shoes to go down here. Even though they're probably supposed to go with that dress. Yeah, I kind of don't give a shit. I'm going to put them here because I like the red. So let's just go ahead. I decided to go with the stripes because I like it. And I'm just going to glue that. And to stabilize it, I'm going to push down here. Let me show you. Let me just show you. I can't say things. I have to do things. I'm not so good with words. Well, I can be, but there's just times I never seem to get the right ones out. Alright, I want it here. I'm just putting it on. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do, can y'all see? Sorry. I want to put that in place. And then I want to push down this away. This is what I was trying to explain, but I didn't know exactly what to say. I want to apply pressure from the opposite end to make sure that that's down real well. Okay. And that'll just kind of true it up a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this end to true it up a bit. And then do my magnet. I did better on this one because I had already built up the inside, so it was a little more stable to begin with. So I was able to get my magnet placement. But on this one, I haven't built up the inside, so it's still a little... I think this is going to be really cute, you guys. If I can just make enough cuteness in here to hide some of this paper. It's just not my favorite, sorry. And I'm sure some people absolutely love it. And I hope whoever I give this to absolutely loves it. But see how that's already making this stand up better since I've got that little stability right there. And now it's going to happen on the other end so that when we open this right here, the whole thing won't go. It'll stand up like that. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the other one and put it on. I just wanted to show y'all what I was doing. All right. It's going to be cute. It's going to be cute. I'm getting it all upside down every which way I go. Okay, there. It goes that way, and that way. Ha, ha, ha. And with the strappy doos, don't you think that's going to be cute, y'all? And then the little red shoes, red and black shoes. It'll be cute. We probably need something, something, something. We'll figure that out. And then I'm going to cut all my papers and do my wallpaper in here. And then we get the fun part. We get to start playing and decorating. And there's so many cute cut parts in here. I like the lipsticks. I like the bicycle, the coffee shop, the apartment building, the couture, the Depeche Mode couture, Paris, Roma, Santa Lucia in Roma. Look at that with their shoes kicked off. I'm telling you, there's so many cute little things in here. We're going to have fun. Ha ha, we're going to have fun. All right, we already went through this side. Now I've got the wallpaper or the matting or whatever you want to call it on the other side. So I thought I'd flip through that real quick. Neither side has been decorated, just the base pages. You know, everything's been, I call this the wallpaper. Wallpaper matting, I don't know, whatever, it's done. So this one opens like so. You've already seen it. This is going to have like a 4x6 card in it or something. Maybe a tag, maybe a 4x6. This opens this way. This opens this way. Like I said, yet to be decorated. Our embellishments will be very flat. Since these are just little flip books, we're not going to have any chipboard in here. There's not going to be any room. So just some stickers will do. And then down here, this flap opens this way. So that's it so far. For some reason, I can't seem to turn that correctly. I'll get it eventually, maybe. But anyway, obviously this is the side I like. This is, I think this one's really cute. I like the papers much better. I like the red cardstock much better. Yeah, that's just the one I like. This one, the colors are softer. That one I just can't stand. We're going to put something over that to hide most of it, hopefully. I kind of like that one. It's a little too foo-foo-y. Anyway, the pocketbooks aren't bad. Don't mind the pocketbooks. But we will definitely work on decorating. I don't know if I'll do any more tonight. Definitely like this side better. This is so me. I love red, black, and white. Red, black, and white with yellow accents. Yep. This side's so much cooler. All right. Like I said, I don't know if I'll work on it anymore tonight, but we will be decorating that puppy on up here real soon. Got to work for the next 2 days. But anyway, it's really nice, the Craftology boxes that you get every month from Country Craft Creation. It's really nice that they have everything all picked out for you. I really kind of dig that. I just have very specific and very different taste, so, you know, I have a hard time finding anything that I like, period. It's just me. But anyway, there's that. We also have some nice ribbons, some enamel dots, some tulle, some black tulle, and I thought we had, what's in this little bag here? Oh yeah, there's our other seam binding. So we have seam binding for the soft side. We have seam binding for my side. We have some tulle that I haven't figured out what to do with yet. I wish I would have remembered we had that before I did the cover, because I'm thinking it could have gone along with it. Ooh, maybe we could somehow fashion a flower, a black flower out of it and put it up there. I think I'd like that. And then there were 2 little charms in here that I thought were just yummy. And I'll have to find a place to put those. They're little pocketbooks. So we might have to have a dangly bit somewhere. I got a piece of glitter right there. It's kind of bugging me. Oh, there. Good. I got it. We're going to have a little dangly bit, I think. Don't know where yet. Somewhere. But anyway, we'll come up with something somewhere somehow to snazz it up a bit. I'm thinking maybe use this on pulls for tags or something. Definitely want to use the fun bits. So, you know, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just stop this this video now, and then I'll do a second one for the decorating and go ahead and get this one out there tonight. Takes me a while to get them formatted and loaded, and then we'll do a second video where we decorate and spiff things up. I don't know that there's anywhere really for flowers, which is a shame. Those are gorgeous. We'll work on it, and I will see you on the next one. So ciao for now. Ooh, look at those old hands. Why do I do these things? See y'all.